Whole Honda engine here, which is it's just an engine. We've taken the muffler off for a start, and we're going to get some baseline results with that. And then we're going to put the muffler back on, and you'll see that I believe there's a catalytic converter of some description in there, so you'll see a slightly different result. Then we're going to go over and have a look at the other Honda over here, which we've got the Thunderstorm generator installed on. There's a vacuum leak in those spheres, so it won't give amazing results, but it'll give something that you can see the difference anyway. And then we're going to run our prize of the show over here behind Cliff, which was built by Garry and Saxon, and they'll tell you a little bit about that, an independent retrofit, and that one is running really, really well, so you'll see some fantastic results. So that's planned for the night, and we'll do a quick overview of the system, and then we're going to go inside. Everyone's going to be available to answer questions. Saxon and Garry are going to talk a little bit about their build, and John is going to talk a little bit about the metrics of what this can achieve in Australia, and Malcolm is going to be available as well on Zoom. If anyone wants to ask him questions, we're going to get him up there. Hopefully we have reliable enough internet to make that happen. And we've got other guys here who've all been working on the Thunderstorm generator for the last week or two. We've got Jack here, who's been incredible help. Ricky over the back there. Garry and Saxon over here, who have done amazing, done their own retrofit as well. We got Steve in the car there. We've got John, who's been helping out. A lot of folk have just kind of come together as a community project to just make this happen. So, let's see how it goes. So this is just an engine without the Thunderstorm generator installed. And we're going to see what we get. Yep, pretty good. Start her up, Jack. We've got 1,000 watts load on it. It'll take a little bit to just go up while the air flushes out of the hose. This is a Kane gas analyzer that's certified every year. Can you explain what each one is? Yeah. Alright, so this is going to take a little while to stabilise and actually show you the proper results, but we've got up the top here CO2, the carbon dioxide, next down CO, carbon monoxide, next down O2, oxygen, next one down hydrocarbons in parts per million, and then NOx, and then that's your lambda there. So we'll just wait a little minute for this to stabilise, but it's getting about close to what this will do without a muffler. So we've got so far CO2 9.7%, CO 7.52%, which is our real concern there. That's kind of quite poisonous. And then we've got O2 1.67% and hydrocarbons 115 parts per million. NOx is 52 parts per million. Yeah, it looks like our figures are stabilised there. Would anyone like us to keep this going any longer, or are you happy with that? Yeah. So we've got 1.82% oxygen coming out of the exhaust. Final figures, 9.2% CO2, CO 7.72%, oxygen 1.69%, hydrocarbons 100 parts per million, NOx 45 parts per million. And we'll put up an average result, which I've got written on the breadboard there as well, that we got from the other day. Yeah, feel free to come take photos and whatever so you can compare and remember. Yeah, I've written it up on the breadboard there as well, so yeah. And this is a 390cc engine. That's a Honda. The model is GenSafe S. GS 8 kVA WC, so 8 kVA generator. You can go and check that out on the back if you want to write it down. All right, let's cut that.
Did it take me a minute for this to cool down? So did you want me to go and run something on that one? Or? Did you run through the figures with that now the noise is gone?
Yeah, sure thing. Did anyone take a photo?
Yes. A photo from someone?
Anyone got the photo to show us the results? Thanks there. All right, so in that one we got 9% CO2, 8.11% CO, 1.83% O2, hydrocarbons 94 parts per million, and NOx 41 parts per million. Thank you. Oh yeah, we do have some rags. Yeah, let's do the other. Can we do the other control, or is it too hot to do? You want to? You can do it. Yeah, let's.
Nobody look, 'cause it's gonna be hot.
All right. While we do that, so what we're going to do here is just put back on the muffler, and it's a matter of interest thing to see what generator does. The difference between having a muffler on, having a muffler off. So it actually does its own job of remediating things in a way. Of course, you are getting more toxic stuff out the other side, as in a catalytic converter as well, which we're not testing for, but it's curious, just in the spirit of science. But while he's doing that, so what we're actually here to look at today is the Thunderstorm generator. I'm going to just take this one apart. We're not here to show the effects of a muffler really anyway, but...
Yeah, this is an interesting test.
The uni test will definitely show something.
What's that, sorry?
The uni machine will show.
Oh, yeah, that should give us some more information. So Cliff's here has actually just taken some samples the other day for Lismore University to analyse, which will actually give us some more information about the exhaust gases that are being produced. So we're getting more data on that. But for now, while he's just about done, we're going to show a quick overview of how the system works before we run it. But what's that? Oh yeah, sure. So this is one we cut open today for demo purposes, an old... One sec, I'll hold it from the other side. We've still got mesh.
Yeah, I pulled the mesh out of it, but obviously grabbed it on.
Oh, can we just quickly undo it?
Can we just punch it?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, just punch it. We're just punching the mesh so we can put the probe in there because we accidentally bought the muffler that still has the mesh on it. We've got about 4 of these Hondas going at the moment as controls and all sorts of stuff.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries. Alrighty, let's give it a run with the muffler and see the results we get. Just waiting for the air to flush out again. Yeah, we're about there. So we can see CO2 about 6.6%, CO 6.28%, O2 5.85%, and hydrocarbons 90 parts per million. NOx is only 24 parts per million. That actually goes quite a bit up sometimes as well, the NOx, but pretty low at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, after it's been run for a bit, you'll see higher NOx usually, but...
It's a brand new exhaust, so it's just capturing everything at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, this is a brand new engine. Purge that while the motor was running in situ.
Say again?
Did you purge that properly? You didn't disconnect the hose. So you purged it when the motor was running next to it. So you're not going to see the...
Do we need to purge between the tests?
Well, it's not.
I don't think so, no. You just give it some time.
But you didn't just purge it then?
No. Okay. We didn't just purge it then.
I thought that's why so you wouldn't see
No.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible this one. Yes, it is.
I've actually done a closed room test with the engines in the UK with Land Logical. So we ran a control unit for less than a minute before we were dangerously choking our guts out. And then we run the one with the Thunderstorm generator there, which was producing, I think, it was about 0.02% carbon dioxide, 0.01% carbon monoxide, 0 hydrocarbons. And we stayed in the room for probably about 25 minutes, and we could have gone for as long as we wanted. Yeah. You can shut yourself in a room and it works. All right, so we've settled there. About 7.6, 7.62, 4% oxygen, 97 parts per million hydrocarbons, 35 parts per million NOx, which is rather low because we're running it. Well, one of the first times we haven't run it for very long. So we'll click that off. Alrighty, so that establishes a baseline. I've got an average written up here. Thought this would be slightly different to what we saw there, but that's what we were just getting the other day. So we've written it up on a board so we can kind of reference it. As you can see, it's reasonably close. A little bit of skew in the figures, but that's just what we got the other day. Look on your phone if you want to see the current ones. So we're going to move over to this other Thunderstorm, not other Thunderstorm generator, the first one over here, the Honda.
Storm coming.
Oh, there's a storm coming. Let's be quick.
In that case, should we jump straight to this one?
No,
that's coming hard, man. That's going to be here.
You reckon it's going to be here in 20 minutes?
I don't know. Who's from Lismore? Is that
No.
coming towards us?
Have we got time, guys? Yeah, okay. We'll do that. We're going to run this one quickly because this is, like I say, it's not a perfect machine. It has a vacuum leak in the spheres. It will produce a result, but it will not be as good as our independent retrofit over here. So that's the focus of the night. Let's try this before the storm gets here, though. Can we turn this around so we see what's on the right? Yeah, let's be quick. We'll do like 5 minutes on this, guys. Start it up, warm it up for 3 minutes, turn the bubbler on, and then we'll get on to the good build so that no one misses out. Yeah. Do we need a purge? Yeah, I will, yeah. All right, so I'll do an overview of the system inside if you want to understand how it works better. For now, as we say, these spheres, these are the prototypes from the manufacturers in Thailand, and these are one of the original models. It's not perfect. It's actually the spheres they're a little bit out of line. They're a bit skew-if and not done up to standard. It does produce a result. It's also got several vacuum leaks in the welds, which we discovered today, and found out why we're not getting quite as good results as that one. But let's just give it a quick run, and then we'll get onto the machine that's going to show you really fantastic results. Have we got our load in? Yes. We've got our light on. Righto. And Recce will just be playing around with the tuning a little bit. See if we can get it sweet. We'll see what we get from it. Oh wait, sorry. We've just got to wait for the gas analyzer to finish calibrating. It's got 78 seconds. My apologies. Where's my spheres? Let's do that while we've got 60 seconds. Righto. So there are 3 units to the system. Just very quickly, we have the ionizer. The bulb is not strong enough to ionize the oxygen or the nitrogen in the air. It is strong enough to ionize the argon. And it also preconditions the air for the next step of the system, the bubbler or the plasmoid generator. This is where cavitation occurs. So we have bubbles pulling up through, and then on the opposite side of the engine, we get back pressure. They collapse. We create plasmoids in here, and I'll explain that process a little bit more later. We have that carrying through into the bottom inner sphere of the Thunderstorm generator. You can see that this is made of nested spheres, and there's actually a third 2-inch sphere nested in there. So 4 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches. It's the ratio there that matters. That's going into the inner sphere here. It's coming up in a clockwise imploding vortex. We have it coming through the system into this block in between the carburetor and the engine, going into the engine, coming out the exhaust, and then this is in the outer sphere, the 4-inch sphere. We have counterclockwise flow to our final exhaust here, and that's just the basic flow dynamics of the system. So we're going to give it a run. Like I say, we should get better results in our control engine. They won't be amazing because of the issues I've mentioned. Then we'll check out the other one. Let's go. Chokes close. We'll just warm it up for a couple minutes as well, and then we crack the bubbler, so you should see some difference then. Plug the plasma globe in. And we're going to plug in this plasma globe.
This?
Oh no,
Over there.
we have the power board. Oh, okay. We'll do it on the next one. That's right. Just to look cool. Righto, the line is just flushing out. We're just waiting for an accurate result. I'll bring it over here so Ricky can see it too and make adjustments if necessary. Oh, fucking hold it. It hasn't gone. It hasn't balanced yet. Give it a minute. Still yet to lean it out. That's good. Yeah, and then you can have a play. Probably have to lean it out. Alright, we're starting to get some stabilised results here. I'll let you know if they update, but we can see our carbon dioxide is still going up a little bit. We're at 8.5 currently, and that'll probably balance out around 10. It's not reducing it a lot with these vacuum leaks. The CO, though, has gone down to 0.51. Could someone grab my breadboard with the control results over there, one of you? Just so we can compare. Oh, sorry, it's right here. There we go. Alright. Well, so far our CO2 is up slightly, but our CO is down to 0.57% from 9.51. I'm standing in front of the exhaust, and it's a hell of a lot more poisonous already. We've got O2 8.22%, so this is without the muffler test, so that's up from 0.41. Hydrocarbons have zeroed out at 0 parts per million, and NOx is at 160 or 152 now, 146. So as Ricky tunes the engine up a bit, we might see some better results. We did achieve some better ones today. Feel free to take photos of that. But just please note that we are admitting that this one has a vacuum leak, so don't take these as the best results. Please stay around for the next trial. Righto, so we got 9.1 CO2. Oh, we've just gone up to, it's going down again, but 2.8 CO now, 6% O2, 0 hydrocarbons still. NOx is now at 58, gone down a bit. Oh, sorry. Our CO is going up now, so that's a tuning exercise to get those right. Right, it's going back down again. So the best we achieved with this unit with the vacuum leak was around about 17% oxygen. What was our... Yeah. What else did we get? We got CO to about 2.1. Oh, we got 1.77 now. Yeah, oh, CO2 down to about 2%. So, just while we're actually standing here tuning this, as a bit of knowledge about it, what we're doing here is we've got 4 variables to play with. We've got the bubbler valve, which this is essentially balances the airflow coming in through the choke. So we're using the choke as a balance valve for airflow, where air is now coming through the bubbler. We've also got the idle screw, the governor, and the choke to play with those. So there's a bit of tuning involved. We're at 6.7% O2. We're very high CO now, so that's a tuning thing. 7.63. O2 5.9. Hydrocarbone's quite high. Yeah. Let's do our good engine. Yeah, it's not great. But anyway, that's a tuning matter. So we're going to show Garry and Saxon's engine over here. So these are 2 local Lismore guys who just put this together based on my build guide, I believe, on YouTube. And they just have achieved immaculate results. So this is the exciting one of the night, and it's kind of saved our asses, hasn't it? Oh, okay. We got the everything over there? Oh, yeah. You're doing that? Oh, we should plug this gas analyzer in as well if we can. Oh, maybe we can't.
What are we doing?
That's all right.
Yeah, we've got a lead.
Oh, we do have a lead?
We're ready to go?
Just a moment. Yeah, just chuck that on to calibrate. Oh, 1 sec, Garry. We just got to get the gas analyzer going, mate. So we've just got to recalibrate the gas analyzer in clean air before we start the engine again. It takes 1:30. So these are certified gas analyzers.
That's got to sit on the purge for a minute and a half.
Nice.
So is there anything you guys want to say about this before we...
I think I'll leave the talk for what we've done.
Yeah.
When we go upstairs, we'll have a big yarn about
Fair
it.
enough,
It's
yeah.
a little bit easier. Let's see if we can knock this over before
Yeah.
the storm gets
That's a
comes.
good plan. We don't want to
But
get
then
rained
again,
on. We're going to
maybe
go
it is
inside.
working.
Yeah, well, maybe
Oh,
maybe we're
no.
drawing in the storm.
Don't. I've already been fighting comments like that. You're the one that caused the hailstorms.
So,
No, it wasn't us.
Our results there was, what, 8% oxygen?
Yeah, about that. 8% was
8%,
kind of the
which is
best we got here. So the results we got off this today were pretty exciting, and yesterday. So we're hoping to show you the same thing
Is there
tonight.
anything in there? Can we purge it somewhere else? Or no? That's all good? We don't
Yeah.
need to take him off the end there?
No, you're all right. As long as we haven't been running it. Yeah. We just don't.
It was running a second ago, so that was...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, let's give it a
Hold it there.
We want it to get it. Well, yeah, because otherwise our baseline's higher.
Yeah.
And then we got to...
Agreed. Then we got to beat false baseline. Let's move that closer.
Is that it? We're ready to go? Is that it? Righto. We good?
Alrighty, start her up. So we haven't turned the bubbler on yet, and you will actually get a result even if the bubbler is not on. Oh no, it wants us to calibrate again. Anyway, warm her up for a bit while we do that. Yeah, let's take it out. Potentially we just, because they stuck it back in and got a varying result, so we're going to make sure the baseline's alright. So yeah, you actually do get some effect just from the bubbler being on here, which is our 2 spheres here, without the bubbler at all on. And this is after the system's charged up. So if you run it with the bubbler for a period of time, anywhere from 20 minutes, 2 hours, you'll actually get plasmoids embedded in the metal of the spheres and even the engine itself. So if you're doing your own retrofit, you need to do all your control tests before you even retrofit the device, because as soon as you retrofit it, even if you take it off, you're actually still going to get self-reduction and pollution from the engine. And this is because this is not just a chemical or mechanical phenomenon, this is electromagnetic. They can stay in the metal, and that is what the debugger is designed to do as well. But we get an improved result with the Muffler on. Alright, we got 1 more minute on the calibration. Apologies for that. It's good if we warm up the system for a bit first anyway. Already less? Yeah, it already smells a hell of a lot cleaner than control engine, that's for sure. We'll wait for our gas analyzer. And this is with 1,000 watts load. These are 2 500 watt halogen light bulbs, by the way. Usually run the bigger ones on 2,000 watts load. And the model of this generator is the GenSafe GG-KSW 4 kVA 3,000 watts, and it's 220cc, I believe. 203cc. Here it comes. So we're going to baseline without the bubbler on, just so we can see what that result is, and then we'll put the bubbler on. Get that a little bit closer. So as you can see, I am standing in the exhaust gases right now, rather comfortably. There is still a little bit of carbon monoxide, which looks like we've stabilised. So we're at about 3.8% CO2, 1.03% CO, 15.85% O2, 47 parts per million hydrocarbons, 54 parts per million NOx. And this is without our bubbler on. We're now down to 0.96 carbon monoxide. Does anyone want to come and have a look at these results before we turn the bubbler on or take photos? Please come in. Sorry, mate. Oh yeah, it's time. So of course this isn't directly comparable to the baseline from the Honda. To be honest, this probably maybe runs a little bit dirtier, we can see, but you know, it does give you an average result of what it produces if you don't know. 24% oxygen. Oh, there you go, bloody hell. We got 24% oxygen, we're back down to 18 now. 3% CO2, 0.81% CO, 46 parts per million carbon monoxide. We're back up to 20% oxygen. And this is without the bubbler on yet. I reckon we're ready to turn that bad boy on. And I'm still standing in the exhaust gas area. At your own risk, you are welcome to smell it. I don't necessarily recommend it. Let's chuck our Tesla ball in with that. Plasmoids powering plasma. Although you can barely see it in the light. Okay, so what's our results like? So this will equalise a bit. We're at 2.5% CO2, 2.6, CO 0.79%, O2 16.58, hydrocarbons 53 parts per million, and we're going to see if we can get this right down with a bit of tuning, eh? And a bit of time. Yep, you're welcome to come in and take a photo or whatever you want to do while we're doing this. Just make sure to not step on the devices on the ground there. Yeah, but it'll equalise a bit more in a minute. And yeah. So we're now at 2% CO2, CO 1.52%, oxygen is dramatically up at 16.86%, hydrocarbons 46%. The best result we got was incredibly low, under 1% CO2, under 1% CO, and 0 hydrocarbons with 20% oxygen all over. So we're going to try and see if we can get that again. Otherwise, this is already a dramatic increase, and it shows, in my opinion, undoubtedly, this device works. And this is an independent replication that I had nothing to do with. Again, you're welcome to come and smell the exhaust gases as well, at your own risk. I don't recommend smelling exhaust gases, but if you want to. There is still some carbon monoxide there, so at your own risk, look at the readings. Oh.
Come up a bit.
Yeah, it's come up a little bit. We're at 2.9, 2.37, 14% now. Oh yeah, where's that? All right, so just comparing these to our baseline results, we've got on the control engine, and again, this is a different control engine, so it's not directly comparable, but it gives us an idea. So CO2, we had 8.6%. Currently, we've got 2.8%. We had a little bit better than that before. CO, we got 9.41% on the control. We got 2.16% CO on our engine here. O2, 0.41% on the control. We've got 15.66% currently. Obviously, a ridiculous increase. Hydrocarbon 66 parts per million compared to 134 parts per million on the control. NOx is at 30, and it was 71 parts per million on the control. Show Garry the. Yeah, if you think you can improve it.
I reckon you just fucking gives it to him. It just, gives it a bit.
Do you want to give it a bit, Garry? Yeah. We're just going to play around with the tuning and see if we can get a better result. We're just going to rev it up. And things will take a moment to equalize usually. Oh yeah, so here's the one we got out of the shed earlier that John was here to witness. We got CO2 0.5%, CO 0.11%, O2 20.27%, hydrocarbons 2 parts per million, and we actually got that to 0 when someone took a photo anyway, and NOx at 12 parts per million, so that's kind of the ideal. Thanks, John. Currently we're at 2.5% CO2, 1.63% CO, 16.5% oxygen coming out of an exhaust, everybody, and hydrocarbons 51 parts per million. Which, you know, that's a dramatic increase in oxygen and dramatic decrease in the others. Usually when you're looking at these things, if you can get like a 10% or a 20% decrease or increase, that's revolutionary technology. This is massive. Alright, it's going up a little bit. We got 2.7% CO2, 1.22%, 1.3% CO, 17.94% oxygen, 1 part per million hydrocarbons. knocks 27 parts per million. So this really, it demonstrates what the Thunderstorm generator can do. And a lot of this, the reason why it's getting a good result and it's given it better is because of the precision in this build. This is like one of the best independent retrofits I've ever seen. They've got the transitions, 51.84 degrees on the spears. They've got the spears with the right ratio, centered correctly. Malcolm gave some feedback on the device and asked for a valve to be removed in the middle where we can see some heat anomalies. In fact, let's get the thermal imaging camera and have a look at that as well. So I don't know if anyone saw, but I posted a video on our chemical science the other day where we overdrove one of these systems and we got the spears glowing bright red, which was very interesting. But we can just have a simple look at the heat on here now. And anyone is welcome to come here over my shoulder where I'll read out the results here. So we're getting around 347 degrees at the exhaust outlet. We had this at about 580 degrees the other day when they were glowing. You can have a look through the whole system. About 150 degrees here. Over 300 degrees center there. Around about. Top of the sphere, have a look as well. Yep, so it's about over 300 degrees on the north pole of the sphere. A bit cooler down the bottom there, 108. We go to our exhaust outlet. That's about 50 degrees. Exhaust outlet. That's about 50 degrees. And then if we go down our input pipe, you'll see a dramatic decrease. Around 30 degrees along here. Yeah, around about 30 degrees coming out here. We've seen this in the minuses before coming out of the muffler, which is very interesting. Around about 30 degrees. Would anyone like to have a look with the thermal camera? You're more than welcome. Alright, now we're sitting at about, we've gone up a bit with CO2, 4.1%, still good. CO, 1.73%, oxygen, 14%, and hydrocarbons, 49 parts per million. Doesn't want to sit there, does it? That's right, yeah! You'll lose people soon. You won't get it to go inside. Yeah, okay. That's right, yeah! You'll lose people soon. You won't get it to go inside. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think we're going to leave it there, guys, so we can get everyone inside and we can talk a little bit about all of this, but we will be welcome to come out and see the engines after again.
Beautiful.
Woo! Great job, Garry and Saxon.
Pure magic, mate. Very good.